Hello guys, how are you doing today? Are you good? So, before we start our class, don't forget to subscribe the video and activate the notifications to keep improving your English, alright? This class, we're going to work on September 28th, okay? And the text talks about Confucius. Confucius was born on September 28th, 551 before Christ, in the district of Zhou, near the present-day Khufu, China. Confucius was a Chinese teacher, editor, politician, and philosopher of the spring and autumn period of Chinese history. Okay? The philosophy of Confucius, also known as Confucianism, emphasized personal and governmental morality, correctness of social relationships, justice, and sincerity. Okay? So let's take a look at the verbs. We have to think, to know, to emphasize, to compete, to suppress, to receive, to develop, to have, to champion, and to espouse. Okay? So let's go to the home practice. Home practice are on pages. Start on page 818. Okay? So we have in letter A, answer the questions. First question, what would you do if you had more free time? So the suggestion here is, I would go to the waterfall in Brasilândia and swim all day long. Where would you spend your holiday provided that a sponsor paid for it? I would go to China. I would go to India, especially in Calcutta. If you had not started the English course, what would you have done to improve your English? I would have traveled to South Africa and lived in a small city. Letter B. Watch the video and write down as many verbs as you can. So we have some verbs here. So, want, do, was, done, known, teach, study, write, love, and follow. Okay? Letter C, answer is up to the student. So we have some examples here. Number 1, if you had done your class practice, you would have known the review. Number 2, if he studies, he will pass. 3, if she loves me the way I love her, we will be happy. 4, she could teach us if she knew the content. 5, if they were in love, they could get married. Okay? Now guys, we're going to go to the review. Okay? This review, we're going to work with conditionals. Okay? We have 4 types of conditionals and we are going to cover each one of them. Let's start with the zero. Zero conditional talks about present real facts. Okay? So the structure will be like if plus simple present and simple present or expressions related to the present. Okay? So we can use can, we can use imperatives and other things. Or the opposite, that you invert the order. Alright? First conditional. First conditional talks about present or future real possibility. So the difference between the zero and the first is that zero, we talk about facts, and first we talk about possibilities. Okay? The structure will be if plus simple present, will, can, may, be going to, and the verb in the base form, or the opposite form. Okay? That you use will, can, may, be going to, if simple present. Then we have the second conditional. Starting with the second conditional, we start to work with hypotheses. So it starts to work with unreal scenarios. Okay? Second conditional talks about present or future unreal possibility. Okay? We're going to use if plus simple past. Then we are going to use would, could, might, and the verb in the base form. Or the inverted order, which we will have would, could, might, verb plus base form, if plus simple past. Okay? The difference between first and second comes with the real, because first talks about real scenarios And the second talks about unreal. So we are talking about our imagination, our hypothesis. Okay? Then we have the last one, which is the third. Okay? Third conditional talks about past hypothesis. So past unreal facts. What's the difference between the second and the third? The third talks about a past that's impossible to change. So you're going to consider things that happened in the past that would be different. Okay? The structure: if plus present, past perfect, would, could, might have, plus verb in the past participle. So bear in mind that third conditional, we are going to use modals plus present perfect. Okay? And the opposite would be modal and past perfect, that we have could, would, might, if, past perfect. Okay? Let's take a look at the examples. So we have in here, if Socrates lived in 21st century, he could know how to solve human problems. Second example, if Nietzsche thought the Superman theory in 2020, he would be criticized. And the last one, if Boethius emphasized the freedom of philosophy from religion, he may be elected as a senator. Okay? Guys, that's it for today. It was a pleasure to be with you. Don't forget to come to our online classes and see you next time. Bye-bye.